follow on the socials at We Are Monmouth. The official hospital of FC Monmouth. With over 20 locations throughout the tri-state area and Florida, DHSS provides the best orthopedic care for all, including athletes like soccer players. Choose better, move better. To learn more about DHSS, please visit dhss.edu. Concession stand open and make sure you get your FC Monmouth gear, shirts, hats, scarves, towels. That might come in handy. All available right there in the favorite team store.
So funny. Look at the group name too.
High fructose corns. That's funny. And we welcome you back to the beautiful Red Bank, New Jersey for the second leg of the historic doubleheader as FC Monmouth Women's take off the Delaware Ospreys in Women's Premier Soccer League action. With that, I'm Chris Daly, so happy to welcome you into this broadcast. FC Monmouth men's just won 1-0, a huge game and a huge victory for them. 3 points. They now have 5 wins in 5 games. They beat Kensington SC in that one. Meanwhile, the FC Monmouth Women's have a big matchup today against a very good Delaware Ospreys side. A team that has only played 3 games, so they're a little fresher than FC Monmouth, who have actually just played last night their 5th game of the year.
High school soccer, the amount of time.
That could play a big factor in this one as FC Monmouth manages fatigue. I will get a stat to you soon regarding the turnover and the amount of players who started both last night and this night's game, but I can assure you there's many players out on the pitch, including number 7, Paige Seitz, who scored a huge goal on Tuesday against SJEB. As it's 1 out and Kiki Barber is now on the ball. A good turn from Gabby Miller out on that far flank of the pitch. FC Monmouth, 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss on the year. They've scored 6 goals, allowed 7. Meanwhile, the Delaware Ospreys, they are 2-1 on the year. So 2 wins and 1 draw. No losses yet. FC Monmouth hoping to break the mold and be the first team to truly break down this Delaware Osprey side, but it's going to be tricky if the Ospreys can move like that. Ashley Hughes with a great touch into space. Eventually 1 out by FC Monmouth. The Blue and Gold tied Fever SC on the road last night, 0-0. FC Monmouth had beaten Fever SC 1-0 last weekend. Ali Serlinga netted a really nice goal for FC Monmouth in that game. They also lost 3-0 to the South Jersey Elite Barons, but then followed up with a huge 2-1 victory on the road. That was Tuesday night, and Paige Seitz scored that game-winning goal. And again, if you haven't been with us here at Count Basie Park for FC Monmouth women's matchups, this is the third of the year at home. This is their first ever season as members of the biggest women's soccer league in the world. That is the Women's Premier Soccer League. So ownership group is super excited to be a part of it. It's their first official season in a real league. FC Monmouth had played last year a bunch of friendly games, so now it's actually games that count, as Seitz with a good little one-touch ball to Gallagher, and Gallagher switches the point of the attack. It's Grace Crowley. She's been a difference maker for FC Monmouth. Gives it to Serlinga. Serlinga, one touch, her shot saved by Bella Martinez. Serlinga is a goal-scoring forward from the University of Miami. She spent this past fall at Clemson before transferring over as the Ospreys find feet, and now out wide it's McDonald. McDonald working on Crowley. The Sienna commit does a good job to force that ball to go out of bounds. You're listening to this game on the National Soccer Network. Thanks to our friends at Neurological Sports for making this broadcast possible today. Been a huge help throughout these past 2 seasons, delivering high-quality broadcasts right here in Red Bank, New Jersey.
It was originally supposed to be the first place I'd broadcast outside of Yonkers, and it fell through with Monmouth rugby. Full circle moment. 6 years too late. And actually, that was the same season Monmouth was really good again.
Laney Iman with a clever pass, but Gabby Miller comes in to intervene. Miller, another forward for this blue and gold squad that has had great success. She's actually going to play in the midfield today. That's her preferred position. Superstar at PDA at the youth level and played at Rutgers, now at UConn. 8 games this past fall for the Scarlet Knights, but now a Husky. She looks to make her mark up north with a perennial powerhouse. Serlinga with some great footwork out there on the left side of the field. Nice V-turn before she just moves the ball up. Oh, great work from the Ospreys. It's now Duffy. Duffy squares it in before McDonald is eventually muscled off the ball. FC Monmouth is coached by Lou Santa Cruz, who had a great college career at St. Peter's before playing some professional ball right here in the Garden State. He has since coached and become one of the most prominent youth soccer coaches in the Jersey Shore area. He runs all things for PDA Shore Girls Soccer, which just about every player on the pitch for FC Monmouth played for. He's developed a real powerhouse with PDA Shore. And he's helped a lot of these girls get college scholarships thanks to the high level that PDA employs. As Seitz wins it, middle of the park. And now it's Miller. That's great from Kiki Barber with 3 white jerseys on her back to get out of pressure, and she's got the ball again. The engine of this midfield, look at Barber go. And Barber slips through a great ball to Sunny Dielmo. It's now Dielmo with a little Zico before she is fouled by Lainey Iman. As mentioned earlier, FC Monmouth currently second in the Colonial Division. Granted, they have played 2 more games than several teams behind them, including the Ospreys. That's a great ball in from Sunny Dielmo right around that 6-yard box. Just skids a little too much to the left. And it's scooped up by Bella Martinez. And now it's FC Monmouth with the ball again before the Ospreys take it right back. Seen a lot of Lainey Iman, number 15 in white today. Plays for the Delaware Blue Hens as Ali Serlinga glides down left side of the pitch. Left-footed, squares the ball into Dielmo. Dielmo dispossessed as Bell's pass doesn't find a teammate. And it's FC Monmouth to possess. Doing well here in the first 10 minutes of this matchup at Count Basie Park. Far side of the pitch. 2 players just get tangled up. It was FC Monmouth's Jackie Graham who commits the foul. FC Monmouth men's got the job done in the first leg of a doubleheader. 1-0 victory in front of a lively home crowd. Very well could have been 3-0, maybe 4-0. Perhaps they'll be disappointed with that as Sage Santa Cruz dives to her left, makes the save. Sage is the daughter of head coach Lou Santa Cruz, real great soccer family. She now plays at DeSales, where she was the top freshman goalkeeper in the conference. She's got a great career ahead of her in Pennsylvania as Gabby Miller gets on it. One interesting thing to note today for the Ospreys, no Gabriella Riley. She is a star player for them. Won the Gatorade Girls Soccer Player of the Year in the state of Delaware just 2 years ago. She's now a star player for the Delaware Blue Hens. Set all sorts of freshman records in minutes played and games started. Losing her is a big presence as she did play in the Ospreys' last matchup. Ball out wide. Eventually cut away by FC Monmouth. Another header. And here's the Ospreys with a potential shooting opportunity. Just not able to crack the code against this FC Monmouth defense. First substitution of the day, Avery Holland will come into the game as the Ospreys opt to make a early substitution 12 minutes into this one. And in case you've never watched a WPSL game before, it is very important to know there's unlimited substitution. Players can also come in and out. As a foul on Sonny Dielmo. A lighter crowd, and there was just about an hour ago here in Count Basie Park, and that can very much be accredited to the rainstorm that came upon this pitch prior to the game. All the players had the crowd beneath that tent right by the FC Monmouth bench. Osprey players ran to the locker room. Fans, at least some of them, hid under the bleachers. The other ones who came prepared had umbrellas as Ali Serlinga on her left foot. And now it's Seitz. Seitz looking for another goal this week. Ask for a corner kick, she'll get it. Seitz was the most impressive performer in FC Monmouth's win last Sunday against Fever SC.
That's right. Good job.
Seitz has only carried that form with her as she delivers the corner kick. That's perfectly placed. I believe it's off the head of Serlinga, but Barber was there as well as a few other blue shirts. Ava Gilanella was in the mix. And now a boot. The Ospreys are going to make another substitution. Abby Sanders makes her way to the halfway line. FC Monmouth opened up their campaign on the road to the Philadelphia Ukrainian Nationals Liberty. That is a tongue twister, so I'll just call them the Nationals, as in that game they were forced to a 3-3 draw. They went down 3-1, but Serlinga, Paget, and Barber all scored goals, and those 3 goals got FC Monmouth a vital point. It's too heavy of a touch. FC Monmouth sits second in the table on points, but because of different factors, they sit mid-table, as several other teams also are at that 7-point mark. Elena Austin just comes in to steal the ball. And what a ball. Sonny Dielmo, touch, shot, she's got it. FC Monmouth score their first of the day here in the headliner. Who else but Sonny Dielmo? It's her second year with FC Monmouth, has been one of the most consistent performers. Makes a great run in behind. Great touch around Martinez. And that is one of the easiest goals she'll ever score. But it's all because of the setup. Ball goes out for a throw-in. That was, again, a seriously impressive assist on that Dielmo goal. As FC Monmouth set up the free kick. It's Zanelli who will boot it long. It was Paige Seitz with the assist for FC Monmouth. The William and Mary Rising Jr. has just been a thorn in about every opposition side so far this season. Really impressive campaign she's put together as Serlinga gets there and almost draws a corner, just shy. Miller with the turn. Can't really find the feet of Serlinga, but she'll still end up with it anyways, and it's Gallagher after head coach Santa Cruz told her, drop back a little. Sonny Dielmo's fouled.
Ladies and gentlemen, FC Monmouth's official team glove bag is Salt Athletic. Smell-proof, style first. Salt Athletic is redefining the clean bag with premium design, odor control, and everyday durability. Trusted by athletes and teams nationwide. Gear up at saltathletic.com.
Dielmo out wide to Seitz. Seitz is going to have a go at it. Not on target. As Dielmo and Seitz look to combine for another goal. Grace Crowley to Zanelli. Zanelli, a very interesting story, was at St. Rose before going to IMG Academy out in Florida, the premier high school athletic school. Don't think many more come to mind. Some say Oak Hill. They're a great basketball team. Montverde as well. But when you talk about just well-rounded athletics, there is none better than IMG Academy. Zanelli unable to find a teammate. And now out wide, it's Abby McDonald. Abby McDonald puts a ball into the box. Miller with the turn. She's going to try to look for that switch to Dielmo, who runs onto it. 50-50 physical play. Dielmo tries to win it. Sonny Dielmo, really athletic player. She, of course, was a great soccer player at LaSalle, but was also rostered on their women's track and field team. Now, I have not been able to really find anything regarding her career on the track and field side of things. I know she put up great numbers and had great accolades with the soccer team, but impressive nevertheless. Takes a lot to be a two-sport athlete, even in high school, let alone at the Division I level. Crowley trying to slip it through to Miller. Cut away. It's a great idea from Grace Crowley. Talked about players I've been impressed with. Grace Crowley, one of them. especially considering the fact that she is still a senior in high school. Will be playing for the Siena Saints in the fall. But despite being the youngest, she's one of the best every time she steps out on the pitch. And she's got the ball now. Touch towards the end line. Crowley going to place it on her right foot, have a shot or cross. Maybe it was deflected. And Serlanga's volley, unable to strike it cleanly. Throw in for the Ospreys. And now a substitution as well, perhaps at an untimely point. Because now FC Monmouth gets a chance to pin the Ospreys back. The white jerseys thought maybe the ball would go out for a goal kick. It would be somewhat of a free possession for them, but this is anything but free as it goes right to Barber. Look at that. It could not have worked out any more perfectly for FC Monmouth. Seitz with another good ball. Too much sauce on it. Sage Santa Cruz will come off of her line and retrieve the ball. Again, it's 1-0 in favor of FC Monmouth, 24 minutes into this game here at Count Basie Park, the second leg of our historic doubleheader as Serlanga's pass is nicely won out by Cadence Bell. Paige Seitz, her cross, front post.
Match in the 25th minute for FC Monmouth.
I wish it was journalism.
Just got some sporting news for all of you horse racing fans out there. Of course, Monmouth County is known for Monmouth Racetrack. Sovereignty has won the Belmont Stakes. Meanwhile, the U.S. men's national team lost 2-1 to Turkey today. That is your sports update of the day with Chris Daly, as we now check into this game. But we got more. The Red Bulls are up as well. There we go. In case you missed it, Aaron Rodgers has signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers. As FC Monmouth look to attack. Serlanga tried to turn, but wasn't able to take the ball with her. That pass hits Crowley's hand, and there's no complaining there. That was clear as day. You got to respect it. All the players just run back. You don't always see that, especially in the beautiful game of soccer. Unfortunately, might be the one not so beautiful aspect. But that's great sportsmanship right there. Just keep on playing. Serlanga wins it off of a wayward pass from Iman. And now the Ospreys are really starting to work together. At least they were until Gabby Miller decided to have a say about it. That's a phenomenal turn from Gabby Miller before she's pushed away. But things like that are Would separate the good players from the great. They're so smart on the ball and even off the ball, knowing her surroundings. Ball over the top. Amber McGee clears it out. And now it's Jenna Fox for FC Monmouth. Dispossessed by Gabby Miller. Her pass up top is helped on to the feet of Ali Serlinga, who's running down left side of the pitch. Serlinga on her left foot. She's going to have a go at net. Martinez saves it, but not cleanly. It's batted away. Seitz goes for it. But the Ospreys will gain possession off of a great save from Martinez. And now they have the ball opposite side of the pitch. Ospreys have done well just to settle into this game after letting up an early goal with Sonny Dielmo for FC Monmouth. As Gabby Miller opens up and finds Serlinga yet again. Deja vu for the Ospreys. Similar situation. Serlinga on her left. Serlinga to her right foot. Pokes it. Top of the box. Helped on to Seitz. Seitz shot. Seitz goal. And Paige Seitz's great week just got a little better. She scored on Sunday. She scored on Tuesday. She had an assist about 15 minutes ago, and now she's got a goal. The William & Mary midfielder has been having a terrific season for FC Monmouth here in the spring. As the crowd cheers on Seitz and this FC Monmouth team, who now have a well-deserved 2-0 lead. Half an hour into this one at Count Basie Park. Gabby Miller with a defender on her back. Eventually, Monmouth just opts to reset. Now a ball over the top from Giulianella. Some total football from FC Monmouth. All of these players moving to different positions. Ted Lasso's finest, Seitz. Was able to find her forward, Victoria Pagello, and now the ball over the top to Sam Versnell. Just has a little too much mustard on it. Goes out of bounds, almost in the sandpit. Not quite. Crowley gets it for FC Monmouth. It's Pagello out wide. Pagello with her right foot whips it in. Or excuse me, it's Versnell. FC Monmouth have been able to move this Delaware Ospreys defense around and open up gaps in their defensive shape, thanks to the great passing they've employed. And now Seitz is making a good run in behind, as are a couple of more forwards towards the center of the pitch. It was Kiki Barber, the midfielder, who made the run up. As the ball toss here at FC Monmouth, courtesy of the marketing team, takes place. This crowd cheers and celebrates. You're going to see how good of an arm they have Unfortunately, did not reach the press box. Look at that, it's a great ball. It's got to be Miller now. Miller gives it off to DiEugeno. And all of a sudden, FC Monmouth have it again. They were donning those blue jerseys, courtesy of Hummel, the new sportswear provider for the club. Some subs will be made. 3 to be exact. Sights checks off, as well as Barber. Jackie Graham will join those two. Most likely going to be the half, and all 3 of those players had big-time performances, but you got to look at page sights, an assist and a goal. Leading the way. Alexis Garcia, one of the players checking in. She was an elite goal scorer at Toms River North, scored 64 goals throughout her illustrious career. Now at LaSalle, where she scored 3 as a freshman. That's not a bad stat at all in the 18 matches she played. Several players not in the roster today for FC Monmouth. They have put in some good shifts throughout the season. Of course, with the rotation of the 3 goalies, that's Santa Cruz, Swafford, who's on the bench, and Nelly Bianchi-Nagel, who's not in the team sheet today. Bianchi-Nagel is not here, but also Reese Paget, the star midfielder for FC Monmouth, Lacey Township High School player, going to Seton Hall in the fall. Gianella with some pressure, she gives it away, and the shot from Elena Alston goes straight into the back of the net. Miscommunication. With some pressure, she gives it away, and the shot from Elena Alston goes straight into the back of the net. Miscommunication.
With a goal for DELAWARE OSPREYS in the 36th minute, number 9, Elena Olsen.
Yeah, I'm just telling you. No, it's $99 to get the broker to talk to them for you, but then you got to pay the fee that the seller, someone else.
This is some great link-up play between FC Monmouth. Caitlin Pettit to press. She just checked into the game. Star midfielder at Stevens. Had a great high school career over in Wall Township, one of the best towns in Monmouth County for producing some high-quality soccer players. As fellow Wall native Charlie Shermer was in the team sheet today for the men's side, although he wasn't able to check into the game. Backup goalie to Joe Grossman.
Yeah, that's what I was explaining to you. All right, sounds good.
And now, cutting her way through the defense, it's Ashley Hughes. Ashley Hughes on her right foot. Eventually, a blindside tackle from Pettit leads to a foul on Hughes. Interesting call. An OFC Monmouth player will complain. It's a nice run from Ashley Hughes to Shippensburg forward. Played in 16 matches this past year in the PSAC conference as Bangello retrieves the ball. And now a break. It's Hughes again. She's able to get by Amber McGee. She does it again. Hughes with the shot over the head of Santa Cruz, and that's beautiful from Ashley Hughes. She's able to get by Amber McGee. She does it again. Hughes with the shot over the head of Santa Cruz, and that's beautiful from Ashley Hughes. First, it was Elena Alston, and then it was their very own number 10, Ashley Hughes. You can't strike a ball much sweeter than that. You can't place it much sweeter than that. Back post, top corner. You can count it. And put that on SportsCenter Top 10. We're going to have to tweet out at SportsCenter because that goal definitely warrants a spot. Ashley Hughes, forward from Hockinson, Delaware. Played her high school ball at Delaware Military Academy. Almost gets on the ball yet again. 40 minutes now on the clock. FC Monmouth 2, Delaware Ospreys 2. All tied up here at the Basie. Another train comes through. Apologize if that's taking over my voice right now. I hope you can hear me. This train's coming all day. Except for that 1 or 2 days where they didn't, as New Jersey Transit workers went on a strike about a month ago. All of that is resolved now. Had some people commenting about my general knowledge of fun facts after I mistakenly said Brick Township was in Monmouth. It's in Ocean. It's right at the border. So there you go. There's a fun fact for you that is actually accurate.
I'm on the Wall of Fame in the Buffalo Wild Wings. Go back there. I completed their blazing job.
McDonald gets it. And now it's Crowley. Crowley just kicks it up. "40 minutes into this match, 2-2. Nothing separates these two teams yet. It's Delaware Ospreys who have gotten the better of FC Monmouth in these past 15 minutes. They've scored 2 unanswered goals, and one of them came courtesy of Ashley Hughes. She might have another attempt at net. Hughes on her left foot. That ball just skids to Sage Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz, the rising sophomore at the Sal's, has made several big saves throughout the season for FC Monmouth, including last night, their away match against Fever Soccer Club. That game ended up in a 0-0 draw as Hughes passes it to her fellow goal scorer, Elena Austin. Again, the shot doesn't give Santa Cruz much of a challenge. Gianella just boots it out of there. And again, a 50-50 ball. Over the top, Austin again. Gianella with a good physical play. As Amber McGee, the captain, says to Santa Cruz, come off your line, get the ball. She does just that, and FC Monmouth's defense comes up big. Their communication is much superior to that of 15 minutes ago when they let up a really bad goal to the Ospreys. There's simply no other way to put it. That's what happens on the defensive side of things. It's just about recovering and having the mindset of a goldfish, as the great philosopher Ted Lasso once stated. Victoria Pagello over the top and now out wide. It was Juliana Kakamo for FC Monmouth, the right winger, running onto the ball, but wasn't able to make much of it. Ashley Hughes has given a great challenge to the blue and gold's fullback out on the far side of the pitch. She had it there, was able to slice in between two defenders yet again. I'm sure head coach for FC Monmouth, Lou Santa Cruz, will emphasize that to his team at halftime. They need to stop Hughes. A lot of the Osprey success has come directly as a result of the brilliance of Hughes. That's a lovely slip ball through, and in behind it's Kakamo. Kakamo with the shot at the near post. It's saved by Martinez. An applause from both the home and away fans in attendance here, as Bella Martinez stands on her head, keeps this game knotted at 2. Long throw-in incoming from FC Monmouth. It goes about 10 yards before it's booted away. What a touch by Gia Lanella. Just kills that ball out of the air. Very impressive technique. It's a world-class ball from Pagello, but the ref waves his flag. He says offsides. FC Monmouth fans not happy as the players jog back and get into their defensive shape. It's a 4-4-2 today for FC Monmouth. Maybe a 4-3-3, at least a 4-4-2 defensively. Center forward Pagello staying the highest as Caitlin Pettit passes it back to her fellow Wall High School Crimson Knight, Santa Cruz. And now a direct ball is fed over the top. But we won't have much added time as the clock hits 45. The ref decides that'll be all for the first half of action here at Count Basie Park. FC Monmouth 2, Delaware Ospreys 2. They've scored both goals unanswered. We'll be back in the second half here on the National Soccer Network, powered by New Logical Sports.
Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Chaos FC is a soccer club in Macomb County, Michigan,
dedicated to player development through professional training.
Our mission is to offer a safe, positive environment that nurtures youth talent.
We aim to help players reach their full potential and compete at high levels in MYSL, MSP, SP, and MRL.
We provide equal opportunities for all players to develop skills, knowledge, and appreciation for soccer through top-tier training and positive coaching.
Our goal is to help players grow as individuals, promoting life skills such as sportsmanship, teamwork, goal setting, and fair play.
Learn more today by visiting chaosfc.us.
This is Inside the Game, where passion meets precision. Jonathan Turner, Nathan Wangler, and John Natale are your hosts, breaking down every goal, every controversy, every match that matters. From the heart of American soccer to the global stage. No fluff, just football. Weekdays at 9 a.m. live on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all listening platforms. Step in, speak up, stay locked in. This is Inside the Game.
Experience the thrill of the game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind.
Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics,
letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail.
Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play,
NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate.
Call 586-304-4405
and start watching today. If you are interested in participating in a sport that requires skill, fitness, strategic thinking, and team play, soccer offers opportunities at various levels to improve fitness and coordination.
Whether you prefer casual participation, competitive play, or joining a futsal league,
our organization provides a welcoming environment to learn new skills and meet new people.
Register today for the Macomb Soccer Summer Camp from July 14th to 18th.
The camp will be led by Kansas City's professional players James Togba and Mike De Silva.
It is open to boys and girls aged 6 through 16
with an early bird registration fee of $175
if registered by July 7th.
Gain knowledge from professionals in an engaging and competitive setting. For further information, visit mrsl.us.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins NLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs.
From high-quality production to exceptional coverage,
We ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today.
call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast.
And let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time.
Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages.
Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Chaos FC is a soccer club in Macomb County, Michigan.
Dedicated to player development through professional training.
Our mission is to offer a safe, positive environment that nurtures youth talent.
We aim to help players reach their full potential and compete at high levels in MYSL, MSP, SP, and MRL.
We provide equal opportunities for all players to develop skills, knowledge, and appreciation for soccer through top-tier training and positive coaching.
Our goal is to help players grow as individuals, promoting life skills such as sportsmanship, teamwork, goal setting, and fair play.
Learn more today by visiting chaosfc.us.
This is Inside the Game, where passion meets precision. Jonathan Turner, Nathan Wengler, and John Natale are your hosts, breaking down every goal, every controversy, every match that matters. from the heart of American soccer to the global stage. No fluff, just football. Weekdays at 9 a.m. live on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all listening platforms. Step in, speak up, stay locked in. This is Inside the Game.
Experience the thrill of the game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind. Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics, letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail. Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play, NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate. Call 586-304-4405 and start.
We welcome you back to Count Basie Park here on the National Soccer Network. Chris Daly, so happy to be on the call today as the FC Monmouth Blue and Gold take on the Delaware Ospreys. 2-2 after 45 minutes of action, 45 left to go here in the second half. FC Monmouth got out to 2 quick goals in that first half. However, the Delaware Ospreys responded. It was Elena Austin with the first goal before Ashley Hughes delivered a rocket to tie the game. It was from at the edge of the 18, and she just placed it perfectly. The kick from Gia Lanella ends up in the feet of the Ospreys. As of this morning, the South Jersey Elite Barons, with 5 games played, are first in the Mid-Atlantic Conference's Colonial Division. FC Monmouth is number 2. Delaware Ospreys are 3. Real Central Jersey 4. Fever SC 5. And then Fusion and the Liberty rounded out. Gabby Miller gets on the ball and she progresses it forward. Miller in behind to Seitz. In net now is Lauren Swafford, one of the several players on this FC Monmouth team who are actually still in high school. Swafford is committed to play college soccer at Rutgers University. She goes to Morristown High School. She's one of the best goalkeepers in the state of New Jersey this past fall. She's also had a great season so far with FC Monmouth. It's her first campaign, whereas Bianchi Nagel and Santa Cruz are the so-called veterans. They're a year older than Swafford, but they also played with FC Monmouth and were involved in this setup last year as well. Seitz gets it. That's a great one-touch ball. Feeding Jackie Graham out on the right side of the pitch. Ball goes out off an Ospreys defender. It'll be FC Monmouth ball. Kiki Barber to Dielmo. Dielmo with some hold-up play. Dispossessed. And now a shot from way downtown. Bounces into the hands of Bella Martinez, who made several big saves in that first half. This game could very well be 4-2 without Martinez. Yet she was able to come up big for the Ospreys. Again, FC Monmouth got off to that early start, 2-0. It was Sunny Dielmo with the first goal, and then Paige Seitz followed it up with a goal of her own after she had assisted Dielmo on the first one. But the Ospreys did not falter. A shot from Seitz on the volley. A win today would be pivotal for FC Monmouth. They got off to a bit of a slow start to the season, primarily due to the fact that a lot of these players have never played with one another before. So chemistry was a big issue. It's something head coach Lou Santa Cruz really talked to me about when we sat down and chatted for all the pre- and post-game articles I write for the club. As Seitz's ball is put on a tee. And again, miscommunication. That's been the issue, and something I was just talking about with Santa Cruz, who talked about the chemistry of this team. It's still lacking in some aspects. It's, of course, gotten better, and that's why they've been able to get some of these results within the past week and a half, 2 weeks now. But there's been times where it's been on display. We saw it with that first goal between the FC Monmouth defensive players who just weren't on the same page as Elena Austin got the ball easily, stripped it off of Gia Lanella, and she had no one on her as she shot against Santa Cruz, who was left with no chance. As Kiki Barber, fancy footwork in between defenders. One more thing to note. Delaware Ospreys with 3 subs today. Meanwhile, FC Monmouth have a full bench. Ball is won back with speed by Jackie Graham, who plays it out wide. Dielmo shoots. It falls to Serlinga. Serlinga's shot is saved. Bella Martinez yet again. Miller out wide to Graham, and now it's Paige Seitz. Her pullback allows her to find Miller. This is just lovely soccer from FC Monmouth then. There was a downpour before the game, so you could kind of see on that play how the ball skid as it eventually landed in the arms of Martinez. I don't think it should play a major factor, but just something to note as we're 52 minutes into this one. Jackie Graham battles for the ball, and she wins it on the 50-50. Offloads it to Amber McGee, the captain today for FC Monmouth. One of the several returners on this blue and gold squad from last year. And now it's Crowley with a shot, and it sneaks in the bottom right corner. Out of nowhere, Grace Crowley makes. And now it's Crowley with a shot, and it sneaks in the bottom right corner. Shockwaves reverberate around the Count Basie. As the blue and gold are back in the lead. It was Grace Crowley. The Siena commit. will double check on that as Dielmo with a shot. And just going to double check about confirming the correct goal scorer today of that goal. Believe it was Grace Crowley, and yes, it was. As I take another look at it, Crowley put it on her left, and she just had a go at net. Martinez thought it was going wide. Mistake. Because it ended up sneaking in to that bottom corner. FC Monmouth have been able to outpossess the Delaware Ospreys in this half and been moving these Ospreys defenders on defense, have created some gaps defensively for the Ospreys that the Blue and Gold have taken full advantage of, as we also see the slippery surface play a factor yet again as sight slips. And now turning, it's Alston. Kiki Barber, a physical player and showing why she's the heartbeat of this team. She made a big tackle for FC Monmouth, but quickly won back. It's Osprey's ball.
Entering the match for Delaware, 57th minute, number 6, Marissa Cirillo. Re-entry number 21, Liv Stevens.
Maris Cerurso, as well as Liv Steven, will enter the pitch here as the Ospreys make a double substitution. And a hold-up play from FC Monmouth. As now they're on the break. It's Sights out wide. Sights on her left foot to her right. Uses her speed as she works on Avery Holland. Sights tries to manage the corner, but unable to do so successfully.
Ladies and gentlemen, Exterior Point is one of the fastest growing home remodeling companies in the country. Started in New Jersey and named the #1 2023 New Jersey home remodeler by Nextdoor. Exterior Point provides energy efficient windows, roofing, siding, and entry doors. Exterior Point uses the highest quality building materials at the lowest affordable prices and all good products.
And now it's the Ospreys to possess. Great 1-2 between Sights and Giulianella. Eventually, a foul is called. Can't decipher exactly what it was. Perhaps a handball, maybe. Interesting, because had figured they had advantage, but I think FC Monmouth will take this dead ball opportunity with delight. It's a great chance and pristine opportunity to make this game 4-2, to double their lead. It's Giulianella. And that ball, so close. As Amber McGee gets her foot on it, the captain for FC Monmouth. She slides in the 18, but the ball slices past the post. Some fighting words are being exchanged, primarily between Sunny Dielmo to the referee. She says that's not a rule anymore, and I'm now curious to find out what rule that is. Again, if you weren't with us at 4:30, but you did decide to tune into the headlining game, FC Monmouth men's beat Kensington Soccer Club by a score of 1-0. Patrick Shaw scored the game-winning goal and the game's only goal for the Blue and Gold. In other TLFC news, Kingston Stockade took down Lighthouse Boys Club of Kensington 10-0. I believe that's the first time a team has reached double digits within the Northeast Conference. So history was made at Deet Stadium. That was FC Monmouth's first game of the year. It was a 6-0 victory away from home as Gabby Miller tries to slip Serlinga through. Unable to do so. Jackie Graham with a great turn, and the ball is fed out wide. Now it's Seitz. Very dangerous attacker. She's got a goal and assist already. Barber back to Graham, the creator of this attack. And her pass is wayward. A little too much on it as she looks for Serlinga. Amber McGee wins to 50-50. Miller on the half turn to Jackie Graham. Graham's been very proactive in the past couple minutes. The ball into the box, almost snuck in there. Jackie Graham appeared in 13 matches this past fall at James Madison University. She went to Toms River East for high school. Comes from a really great background that she brings to FC Monmouth. Scored 21 goals in her senior year as the ball goes out for an FC Monmouth throw-in. It's Elena Alston. Alston with the through ball. And Jackie Graham was there to win it for FC Monmouth. "63 minutes through. We got less than half an hour to go here at Count Basie Park. The historic doubleheader. Seitz wins it. Dangerous area. She's taken down to the ground. The ref says nothing. No penalty called as Seitz had her sights on her second goal of the game. Now the referee says penalty kick. The Delaware Ospreys coach is very unhappy and does make a valid point. Ref did hesitate for a decision right there, but the decision is made regardless. And listen, referees are humans. No one's perfect, so say we just move on. Seitz for her second of the day. She's got it. It's a brace. And listen, referees are humans. No one's perfect, so say we just move on. Seitz for her second of the day. She's got it. She's got an assist. And now 2 goals. Sites scored against the South Jersey Elite Barons on the road. And now she's just added to her tally. The Ospreys working the ball around. And it's Swafford. After going up 2-0 early in this game, FC Monmouth scored, or excuse me, led up 2 goals, and now they've scored 2 more in the second half to regain their lead. Now, I love announcing soccer, so I'm not going to be the one to break the news. However, there was a lightning strike here in Red Bank. Maybe I shouldn't say that, then I'd be obligated for something if something does occur. So now I'm rethinking my prior statements, but it could have just been a really light bulb. It could have been a light bulb that just went off. It could have. Who knows, maybe it was a firework. We just got a good joke here from Pat Murphy, our friend at New Logical Sports. Maybe it was a really bad gender reveal. I think that's might be the funniest one I've heard yet. But regardless of whatever it is, we're 65 minutes or 67 minutes now through this game. It's 4-2. FC Monmouth in the lead, looking for their 3rd win as members of the biggest women's soccer league in the world, the WPSL. As the ball finds the feet of Miller. And now McGee. Out wide. Miller to Serlinga. So close. Kiki Barber, one of Westchester's best players. The Golden Ram herself gives it to Miller. And now to Jackie Graham. Her ball back post. That is delightful. Bella Martinez makes a diving save, looking like Superwoman.
For Delaware Ospreys, number 20, Jordan Turnchuk, and number 25, Maddie McDonald.
Some great soccer on display here at Count Basie Park. Both teams have had some great chances. There's another one for FC Monmouth. Definitely a lot different than the first game we saw, which was also a great soccer game, but just much different. Granted, FC Monmouth men's maybe could have scored 3 goals, an offsides call that was clearly not offsides. Ridded Davi Caputo of a goal. Regardless, this one, both teams is playing open-ended soccer, and that's fantastic from Sunny Dielmo. She slips it, sights her cross, batted away. Martinez and the Ospreys defense there to break up the party. Sights on the ball again. That's clean, says the referee. Although Hughes did go down. And a nutmeg. Sights almost finagles her way between 3 defenders. I don't believe there's been any substitutions, or at least many substitutions so far this half for FC Monmouth. Are up 4-2 now, 20 minutes left in this game, so you can definitely see head coach Lucy at the Cruz making some subs. And look at that, perfect timing as 2 blue jerseys make their way up to the halfway line. Ashley Hughes. Haven't seen a whole lot of her in the second half, but there she is, and it's vintage Ashley Hughes. And now Austin, great hold-up play. A couple of scissors before she feeds it to a teammate. Before the game, we had stormy skies and then a rainbow crowded over this beautiful pitch here at Count Basie Park. But now it's dark out, the floodlights are out, and this is what summer soccer is all about. Granted, it is the spring, but it's pretty much summer soccer at this point. It is in our hearts as the ball is won back by DiEugeno. DiEugeno to Sorlinga. Could have been something. Sorlinga unable to get a good touch on it. FC Monmouth midfielders have just been outclassing the opposition in the second half. Always seems like they have an extra player. They've created those overloads, been successful with that. And you got to look at the defensive work rate as well. Sonny Dielmo stays high defensively, but the rest of the team really tracks back, gets involved, gets a lot of touches on the ball. As substitution here, Juliana Kakamo, the Monmouth University senior, will check onto the field. And that'll be all for Paige Seitz. What a game for number 7 in blue. Scored a brace and an assist as well, as it's given to Kakamo right away. Amber McGee. Good turn from Gabby Miller. Miller drives out wide. It's Crowley. Peyton Gallagher. Shouts to Taker from the FC Monmouth players to their teammate Kakamo, who does and delivers a good cross. But no one home. That's terrific from Amber McGee. A nice shoulder, but quickly won up by the Ospreys. And here's something. It's a 2-on-2. Alston. And with her is Ashley Hughes, the 2 goal scorers for the Ospreys in the first half. Unable to make anything of it. And 73 minutes in now, this game is still 4 goals to 2. It's been a great day of soccer here in Monmouth County. A lot of local youth clubs have came to support. A lot of parents as well for these players, always bringing the energy. And it's just a sight to see here at Count Basie Park. Not many clubs at this level are as well run and organized as FC Monmouth. They really make their game days interactive for the fans. Credit goes to all the team behind that. They know who they are as that ball goes out of bounds. Quarter of an hour left here on FC Monmouth versus Delaware Ospreys. Ospreys will just work the ball around their back line. They have not been able to possess as well as they were during that run of 2 goals in the first half. And I think a big reason to that is the substitution factors, as that is a hit and that is gotta hurt. Could hear that all the way from the top of the press box. Amber McGee and Alston just collide. Alston gets up. She's seemingly okay. She's walking, maybe a bloody nose or something. Yep, there's a bloody nose as she's leaning over, and that's got to be it. You got to be careful with those white jerseys as well. So that'll be it today for Elena Alston, who scored a goal and had a great game. We hope she's okay.
Yeah, that looks like it really hurt.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta feel that one, and if you don't right now, it's one of those where you wake up the next morning and you go, wow, now I feel it.
It's like crazy. It was like straight blunt force, like, too.
Yeah, that collision had a thump to it. Corner kick, Sonny Dielmo to do the honors and deliver the ball. Perfectly placed. Crowley goes for her second of the day. Deflected by the sea of white jerseys. Ball out wide to Miller. No good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got some more T-shirts we want to throw your way. Make a little noise. It will direct them towards you.
Ospreys are going to make a substitution, while another FC Monmouth player will also run to the halfway line. McGee breaks it down, gives it to Swafford, who hasn't had to deal with much in this second half. Delaware Ospreys, 2 big chances came in the first half, and they capitalized on them both. Those are the 2 goals they have scored today. Unfortunately for the Ospreys, FC Monmouth have put 4 in the back of the net. They have very much put on their shooting boots.
I highly doubt the refs are that laser focused on the game and net.
Yeah, there's some
Definitely some flashes of lightning.
flashes of lightning beyond the Red Bank Catholic softball field.
But the rule is 8 miles, so.
Now, one thing I never understood about lightning on turf is it's rubber pellets, which is, they always say rubber is good for lightning, but I think it's
Who's wearing,
metal, perhaps? Yeah. Metal spikes are not allowed, however.
See what happened is your body, the earth is the earth, and your body is a conductor to the earth. So if you get struck and it goes downwards, like you complete a circuit and it kills you. That's why birds can stand on a 3rd rail and not die, because they're not touching the earth.
And I just learned a lot about science right here. I was not expecting this. I thought my freshman year was over, but I think that's my last lesson in biology class, maybe. Biology, I think. That's life science. As McGee's clearance is deflected off an Ospreys attacker.
Ladies and gentlemen, JAG Physical Therapy is one of the fastest growing comprehensive physical and occupational therapy practices with over 160 locations throughout New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania. Get back to life you love with JAG Physical Therapy, providing rehabilitative...
10 minutes left in this match.
For more information or to book an appointment, go
Ref blows his whistle, and part of me did think that is the lightning whistle. It's not, though. It's just a standard foul, push in the back. It is just the actual call.
You know, lightning does make you concerned. It's like no matter what the scenario is. There's a guy who got struck by lightning, but the iPod in his pocket saved him.
I'm just bamboozled on this broadcast tonight. I'm learning a lot of new things as I'm also focused on this game, of course. 4-2, 80 minutes in. 10 minutes left to go. Ball reaches the feet of Serlinga, who does well to find Gallagher on her right foot. Gallagher with a shot off the uprights. And look at this, Elena Austin will check back into the game. That's good to see after she was taken down just about 5 minutes ago. Appeared to have a bit of a bloody nose. And now Kakamo, her feed to Gabby Miller, just has too much on it. And Caitlin Pettit will check back into this game. She played in the first half, did really well. I was also very impressed with her performance on Sunday against Fever. She was a big spark plug for FC Monmouth when she stepped onto the field. Austin gave it to Sanders. Delicious through ball. And that's a great play from Hughes. And now the shot one time. Well over the crossbar. Haven't seen a whole lot of the Shippensburg forward, Ashley Hughes, in the second half. But when I have, she has been a spectacular player. The referee on the sideline is not happy with the NFL theme song music that played, which corresponds to shots over the crossbar from the opposition. And I think that it just adds to the atmosphere here at Count Basie Park. It makes Count Basie uniquely Count Basie. Lower league soccer, uniquely lower league soccer. Keep it that way is my rant of the day. Although I do have another one in store as the U.S. lost 2-1 to Turkey.
Entering the match for FC Monmouth in the 84th minute, number 19, Victoria Pungello.
Victoria Pungello will come onto the field, as well as Olivia Conroy. And we'll hope to see this game out. Pagello is from Jackson Memorial High School. She made 16 starts this year at Westchester. She's appeared in 58 games throughout her 3 years there. Scored the game winner in the PSAC championship over a year ago. Has put together a really strong collegiate career. Dotto wins it back, 1-2. And another great tackle from Amber McGee. This is a highlight reel game for the center back, captain of the squad. McGee has just been a real presence today as the Ospreys have the ball. And now out wide, it's Kakamo. Kakamo able to feed Pangello before it's eventually poked away. But back to Amber McGee, she played at Post University, so in a team where there's a lot of Division I talent, McGee is just so strong despite not playing at that D1 level. And it goes to show, you got to go where's the right fit, because she played so much there, was a captain of their team, was named to the CACC Women's All-Conference second team in 2022 and 23. She's the first ever captain of the FC Monmouth team. She was last year and is again this year. But it's really a testament about going to that right fit of a school, especially in the day and age of the transfer portal. Ospreys with a direct ball. And now it's Kakamo. Pressing. "86 minutes into this game. We have just a few minutes left today. McGee with the clearance. Monmouth just trying to see this game out. A blue and gold are so close to clinching another win in this historic doubleheader. I saw another flash of lightning. And now, gliding forward, Alexis Garcia. Garcia on her right foot, trying to find a through ball.
It's got like real fans in it. It's got real concessions. It's got like activities. They throw things into the crowd. They play music. But the thing is, it makes sense because like they're so far away from the city that this is like the nighttime experience for them, you know.
DiEugeno tries to find a forward. Unable to do so. We're really winding down, officially in the dying embers of this matchup. Chris Daly behind the mic, so happy to be announcing this doubleheader today. I started at FC Monmouth after my sophomore year of high school. I'm soon to be a sophomore in college now as Austin gets the ball. She turns and spins. Her right-footed ball over the top. Doesn't find a teammate. Swafford gets it. But as I was alluded to just about 30 seconds ago, the club has come such a far ways in my 4 years working here. I've been coming to these games ever since they were first going on back in that 2017-2018 season. Actually, 2018, I remember very vividly my first game. Hughes on her right foot, shoots it, Swafford saves. I had actually just gotten surgery. I was bedridden, unable to hang out with my friends, and my mom said, "Chris, what do you want to do today?" And I said, "Let's go to an FC Monmouth game." we were going in fun and love with the atmosphere. I've been going ever since I got into journalism and broadcasting. It's been great for me, as well as all of the players, but there was always something missing. There's so many star women players in this local community, and FC Monmouth never had a women's team until last year, and now if they're officially in the WPSL, it's just great to see, as they deserve and have worked for this opportunity. And the club officially feels complete, it feels whole with both sides. They took a nice picture after the men's game, and to see all the players playing for FC Monmouth really just kind of drops your jaw and makes you go, wow, what a far ways this club has come. And credit to the ownership group and general manager James Davis, who has put in some great work as the ball comes to Swafford, who picks it up. Credit to the Delaware Ospreys as well. 3 players on their bench. They put a really good fight in. Their first half was excellent. It's been all FC Monmouth for the most part in the second half. And we're 90 minutes into this game. It's soon to be over. This long night of soccer here at Count Basie Park, the historic doubleheader. The Ospreys work the ball. McGee tries to win it. Hughes breaks free before Giulianello just clears it away. And that is all she wrote at Count Basie Park. FC Monmouth 4, Delaware Ospreys 2. A big win for the home side. And it's 6 total points on the day at home for FC Monmouth. A historic day here at Count Basie Park comes to a conclusion as Southside Johnny plays on the speakers here in Red Bank, and the players take the field for handshakes after the game. It was an honor and a privilege to speak to you today for FC Monmouth's first ever doubleheader. The FC Monmouth men's won 1-0 against Kensington in the League for Clubs. Meanwhile, the women's followed up with a dominant 4-2 victory over the Delaware Ospreys in the Women's Premier Soccer League, the largest women's soccer league in the world. With all that being said, I'm Chris Daly signing off tonight. We'll see you on June 14th as the FC Monmouth men's take the pitch at 6 p.m. Have a great night, everybody.